Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys how to pay off your credit card debt fast and efficiently in 2020. I will basically be breaking down 5 simple steps to get rid of your credit card debt, especially in crucial times like this. So without any more talking, let's just dive into this video. All right, guys, first of all, I understand that paying off your credit card debt might not always be exciting, but I want you guys to get excited because think about the feeling that you will have after you pay off your debt, that feeling of relief. Also, you can put aside a money to invest and make your money work for you. And that's what we're trying to do on this channel. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because we post a lot of personal finance videos, how to make money, how to save money, how to invest money, and stuff like that. If you're new, consider subscribing to this channel. Anyways, so let's just dive into this video. The step number 1, in order to pay off your credit card debt fast, would be to figure out how much debt that you have. It's funny because a lot of people don't even know how much debt that they have because they keep paying the minimum payments each and every month, but then the balance gets bigger and bigger, then interest kicks in and they create this whole mess with that snowball effect, this mess. The balance gets so big that they don't even know how much debt that they have in their credit card. So first step would be to call up the credit card company, the number behind your credit card, call them up and create the simple spreadsheet where you write down the name of the credit card, the interest that you have, the APR, and then the total balance, and then the minimum monthly payment. So call them up, ask them, and create this simple spreadsheet on Google Sheets or Excel, whatever you want to use. You can even use like notes. Just keep things simple. The idea behind this is that we need those numbers. We have to know how much the APR is, how much the total balance is, and the minimum payment is, so that we can create a strategic plan. After you have done that, congratulations, you took the first step because you took action. That's the most important thing. After you have done that, step number 2 would be to decide which one you're going to pay off first, because chances are not all credit cards are created equal. Some of them have higher APR, the higher interest, higher balance, and stuff like that. So it's important to pick which one you're going to pay off first. Essentially, there are 2 different methods to go about this. Number 1 would be to snowball effect, where you pay off the lowest balance first, and then the psychology behind this is that hopefully once you pay off the lowest balance, the easiest one, you feel good about yourself, you feel motivated to pay off the other ones as well. The method number 2, which is my favorite, you pay off the highest interest first. Idea behind this is that the ones that's charging you the most highest APR, the highest interest, is costing you the most money. So that's the logical way to go about this. If I were you, I would go with the standard method, pay off the highest interest, highest APR credit card first, and then just go on with that. But if you're someone who lack motivation, then I guess you can go with the snowball method, where you pay off the lowest balance first. The idea behind this is that we're not trying to make things complicated. To pick the one that works for you, don't waste more than 5 minutes thinking about this. Just pick the one that works for you and just go ahead, because the idea is that to get started, not to overcomplicate things. After you've done that, step number 3 would be to negotiate down your APR. And this step is optional because not everyone wants to negotiate. Some people don't like negotiating, but personally, I love negotiating. So what I would do is that call up the credit card company and see if I can negotiate down the APR. If you can't lower it down, that's fine. That's not the end of the world, but it was worth a shot with the quick conversation. After you have done that, the step 4 would be to decide where the money is coming from to pay off the debt. And this is the most crucial part. A lot of people go about like balance transfers, 401k, taking out money from 401k or home equity, the HELOC, but we're not trying to make things complex. We're trying to make things simple and just get started. So what I would do is that I'd reduce spending and prioritized debt. What do I mean by that? Basically, what I mean is that you pay yourself first so that you can pay the debt first. That's gonna be your priority. So every $100 that you bring in, every $100 that you make, you set aside certain percentage. Let's say you make $100, you put aside $20 for paying off debt. So the idea behind putting aside a certain percentage from your income is that so that you can pay off your credit card debt faster. You want to prioritize debt. You don't want to spend on stuff that you don't even need, because I don't want you guys to create this, like complex budgeting, but just keep in mind that from every paycheck that comes in, from every money that comes in, you put aside a certain percentage for paying off debt. What I would recommend is that create a separate account, the savings account, and then automatically deposit 20% of every paycheck that comes in. so that you don't even know that that money is not coming into you, if that makes sense. So basically, this is for those people who lack discipline. This way is, I think, the most efficient way to go about this. 20%, every 20% that comes into your checking account automatically gets deposited to your savings account so that you can use that money to pay off your debt every single month. So the last step number 5, is to get started. And this is the most important part, guys. Like, you watch tons of videos, maybe you research a lot and you haven't taken an action. This is the time, guys. Don't waste any more time watching other how to pay off credit card debt video on YouTube or researching the best way to do this. This is it, guys. Just get started, and you'll be so happy that you got started in the 5 years ahead of this. You're gonna look back and be like, oh, I'm so glad that I started this. Now that I can, I'm debt free, I can invest my money and make my money work for me. So that is pretty much it, guys. Good luck. If you have any questions, comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. We post a lot of personal finance videos and how to make money, how to invest money, how to save money, and videos like this. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and destroy the like button because it really helps the channel out. I'm done talking. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.